Well, we have been together for about 7 years, and it took about 4 years for me to actually get this. And he said it was because he wanted it to be a surprise and that I wouldn't guess. And I'm like, I'm always going to be expecting this. So he came over to DC for the 4th of July, and I thought, oh, it's going to be this, because he literally only came for one day. He flew out and then he flew back in less than 24 hours. And so I thought, oh, surely it's going to be this weekend, and it wasn't. And then it wasn't the next time when he came out and had a very romantic weekend planned. I was so disappointed, actually. I thought it was going to be that weekend. We went to a winery and it was romantic, and it wasn't. So I thought, what took you so long?
Yeah, so the longer I thought about how I was going to do it, I realized I wanted it to be special, of course. And she's right, we did have a couple of very well-planned romantic times over there. Mostly I wanted it to be I really wanted it to be in a special spot that was for both of us. So I conceived an idea of doing it at Eureka High, going and visiting the school and proposing at school where it all started for us. And so closer it got to our wedding, our actual wedding day.
Yeah, he was pushing it really close.
And
Like,
we were
really
joking, I was joking with her about giving it to her on the wedding, proposing and marrying her on the same day.
And you know, he would have done something like that.
Could have, but it wouldn't have been as romantic. So we're at Eureka High.
Where it all began.
30 years ago.
27.
30, we met.
Well,
27, what?
I don't know. It was 1989 when we became friends. And so you can do the math.
We went to our separate ways.
Well, but before that, we were walking in the hallway and you see I had a little crush on him. But it wasn't just him. But, I mean, I was boy crazy. I was 15. But anyway, we were walking down the hall, and I remember clearly he said to me,
I said something about
I would date you, except it's been my experience that 15-year-olds
are a bit immature for me.
Oh my God.
as if.
For my entire life, I remember the fact that she reversed my middle name from Austin
To Mitsua.
So every time I heard my name, every time I heard Austin, it was actually Mitsua in my head.
Yes.
Because
I made a lasting impression.
Yep. And she was the only one that I ever let wear my overcoat.
It came to my ankles.
Your ugly trench coat?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, but I
Not
felt
ugly.
honored.
My Green Mountain Boy trench coat. And then she started the
Safety
safety
pins?
pin.
You started the safety pin?
I sure did.
She started.
I put it on his coat like this. I was looking up at him and I thought, okay, he can kiss me anytime.
She did look that way.
And he still didn't.
You were 15.
16.
Exactly what I said you were.
16.
But then, for 20-something, almost 30 years later, somebody pinged me on Facebook. I didn't respond for quite a while. I kept looking at the profile.
I had forgotten I invited him as a friend, actually.
I must know her from somewhere, otherwise why would she have done that? And I kept trying to figure it out. Looking at all the little things on there.
I don't
Facebook.
think I've changed that much since high school.
Facebook was brand new to me. And then I responded back, I don't exactly remember who you are. And she responded, we were going to start a band together. And of course,
Everything clicked.
I clicked. And then from there, we progressed. We texted, we emailed, we video chatted. We did all kinds of communication abroad. She had already ended in Maryland. I ended up in the Bay Area. And then yet, here we are,
Yeah.
30 years later. And then what happened? What happened? We ended up moving in together and making all our children together.
Making.
Well, we didn't
Bringing
actually
them.
make them. We brought them
Bringing
all
our
together.
children together. And
No more making of children.
And then when you're watching this, we will have been married.
Yay! For about an hour or two.
Yeah, maybe. But you can't exactly get married unless you get engaged. That has to happen. And where would that happen best? Probably where it all began.
Oh my god! Are you serious?
But that was very cool that I was able to film the moment I gave it to her without her suspecting why we were filming. Yeah, your reaction was priceless, and I'm really happy we got it on film. I got you.
I said I would always know that I would be like, I'm always going to be expecting her being, oh my gosh.
So, it was a long time ago, but here we are today. Whenever we lost some of these years, we found out how the rest of our lives.
I don't know. Does he think I'm mature enough now?
Probably a little greater.
Yes, but. This is all a setup.
See the rock.
And there you have it.
This is all a setup. Did you know about this?
So it was a good capstone to our story of us. I thought it was a perfect moment, perfect place. No, it didn't have wine, a nice dinner, or chocolate, and fancy clothes, but it had the moment of sharing a place where we had started in.
It was perfect.
So it worked out. Everything worked out. It was perfect. It was one of those plans where you contrive it and plan it, and then it happened and it fell to perfection, and we got the result that I was looking for. Something we can remember forever and share with you.